This is Black Success Magazine podcast, and we come to you, I don't know, once a week or so. Talk to you about everything that has to do with success and fun and getting together in life and being motivated, all that kind of cool stuff. So, I want to welcome you all to the show today. It's after Thanksgiving now. We just finished finished up the Thanksgiving season. And I hope you guys had a good day. I really hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I know I did. Got to hang out with the lovely Mrs. Ray, and we had a fabulous time. This is actually the first time in, we've been married 32 years now. Yeah, I know, 32 years. It was the first time we've been alone on a Thanksgiving. Yeah, I know, it's amazing, right? 32 years, and the kids are, we finally became empty nesters, a couple of years ago, and so it's a new thing for us. Yeah. Hey, today on today's show, we're going to talk about motivation and how to get motivated. How do I motivate myself, especially in there was some kind of poll that was taken fairly recently, and it was talking about people's motivation levels, and people's motivation levels are just low. I just can't imagine. It's just sometimes it makes you wonder what's going on. So this is a very timely, podcast, and I hope you get something out of it. I also want to encourage you, if you get a chance, go over to our website at blacksuccessmagazine.com. That's blacksuccessmagazine.com. And you can check out, we actually started putting our podcast on our website. Yeah, I know. So you can actually go to our website. You can go to Spotify or Apple, all Apple podcasts. But if you don't, go to our website at blacksuccessmagazine.com, blacksuccessmagazine.com. And you can check out our latest, it's always our latest podcast, which will be on there. So you'll love it. Also, we are doing, and many of you know that we support an organization called Step Up Nevada. And Step Up Nevada is a nonprofit that, in full disclosure, it's an organization that we started here at SRA Media Group. And it really works on trying to help people who need a second chance. And so Step Up Nevada is doing their first annual fall food drive. Yeah, so if you want to check them out, just go to Step Up Nevada or stepupnv.org, and you can check that out, and you can give money to it and help folks out that need a second chance at life, man. That's really what it's all about, is helping people, get a second chance. And lastly, Godstream. So how many, do we even have a logo of Godstream or Step Up or anything like that? We don't have to do that. Oh, so here's the Step Up Nevada. Oh, there it goes. So Step Up Nevada, here we go. So Step Up Nevada is the group that we were talking about that we support, and they're just a fantastic group. I really are. I think just love them. Do I have my Godstream one? Oh yeah, there you go. And Godstream, there it goes. Oh, there's Godstream. So the Godstream podcast, you can actually check that out over on Spotify, and you can check out all the cool stuff that's going on. There's so many things that we're doing here. It's just amazing that we even have a chance to even, to do anything, because we just don't have time. Doing so many things. Wow. Yeah, I know. Let's do this. Before we get going here, let's take a real short break. Just a really super short break, and we'll talk. And when we come back, we're going to talk about the how to get motivated. We really are. So hang on just a second, folks. We'll be back in just a second. Okay, here we go. All right, we are back, folks. Once again, this is Sherman Rain. This is the Black Success Magazine podcast. And talk a little bit today about being motivated, staying motivated, and how you're gonna work on this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you 8 tips on being motivated. What time do we got? Oh, okay. I'm gonna try to get them all in here as quickly as we can, and hopefully, if you've got a pencil and paper, this is something you want to do. You really do. Many of you probably know I started a magazine, Black Success Magazine, did Living in Vegas magazine, and produced a couple of TV shows, that kind of stuff. And so motivation comes in, not just, I don't just speak about motivation, I live motivation. I really do. This is probably one of the most important things that I do in my own personal life. And I really encourage you folks to just get a pad and paper together and get this down in your spirit. First, number 1, put your goals on a calendar. Okay? And this is probably one of the most important. I don't know what to tell people on this. Put your goals on a calendar. And why is that? Your mind is wired a certain way. And your mind knows if you're BSing or not, folks. It really does. If you don't put a time certain for whatever you're going to do, your mind knows you're full of crap. It really does. It just knows it, and so you won't do it. And so you need to have a calendar and put down. And I started a restaurant a few years back, and I've sold it since then. But when I first started my restaurant, I had, and many of you have heard this story before, I had a calendar, and it was a 26-week calendar that I made, and it was so detailed because in order to start something of this magnitude, you got to be pretty detailed. And I knew exactly what I was supposed to have done by the end of the week for 26 weeks. Okay? And I knew during that week I had to have blah, 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 10 things done. At the end of the week, I had to hit this goal. By the end of 26 weeks, if I'd done everything right, I would open my restaurant. And other than a couple of hiccups along the way, like I had a business partner who decided to bail on me in the first week, but we did not stop. I opened that restaurant. And people thought, oh, you're just magnificent. You're just wonderful. And I go, guys, it's not that. It's just if you have a plan, follow the plan works. If the plan works and all you got to do is you just insert yourself in it, it's going to work. So put your goals on a calendar. Number 2, make working towards a goal a habit. Okay? Make working towards a goal a habit. Okay, once again, if you want to get motivated about doing something, develop a plan, develop a matrix, develop a plan that will help you to get those things done. Because once again, if you just go, oh, I want to do this, and you don't, actually follow a set order, you're probably just not going to do it. Okay. Plan number 3, plan for imperfection. A plan for imperfection. Okay. So when you plan for imperfection, what we mean by this is that every plan that you make will have to have adjustments. In my plan to open up a restaurant, and I'll use that as an example, 26-week plan, I had everything lined out. In the very first week, I had a business partner bail on me. Down in let's say it was week number 20, I had inspectors, and I had to adjust, and it threw off my plan. Does that mean I would stop? No. I knew that I had to put in a little wiggle room. Okay, I had to put in a little wiggle room because I knew that if I didn't, and I did not expect there to be imperfections in my plan, I would just quit. Okay, so don't big deal the folks that the fact that something bad might happen. It's probably going to happen. Okay, plan for it. Okay, know it's going to happen. Number 4, set small goals. Set small goals, to build momentum. Set small goals to build momentum. Start off with something small. Once again, we go back to the old restaurant. I knew in the first week all I had to do was start getting some paperwork going. After week one, I knew that week number two would just be building on to what I did on week one. The whole idea here is to build momentum. It's kind of like a big snowball that's at the bottom of the hill. Well, it started out as a little bitty pebble, probably at the top of the hill, but as it kept rolling down the hill, it kept picking up more momentum. It kept picking up more snow, so that by the time it got down to the bottom of the hill, it had a lot of momentum, and it was just huge, and it just kept going. You want to build momentum because guess what? Those little goals that you get, those little milestones that you achieve, will give you encouragement to go on to the next one. Okay? They keep giving. Every time you do a small thing, you want to keep going because you had success. Number 5. Almost done here, guys. Track your progress. Now a lot of people track their progress in different ways. You could have people that track your progress. In my case, I had a calendar, and my calendar was really. I still have it. I'm going to bring that out next time so you can actually see that calendar. My calendar had at the end of every week, it had a little empty box. And every time that I finished a task, I would just check it off. And it's kind of like I did a 1-year Bible reading plan. And I still have it here. I actually have it on my wall right here. And boy, we only have a couple more weeks to go. Oh my gosh, wow, it's almost done. So on this thing is front to back. So it's 52 weeks. And every week I just marked off. Every week I tracked my progress all the way. So now I'm looking at my my Bible reading progress sheet, and my gosh, I am really almost done. We only have a couple more weeks left in the entire year, and I can look at my calendar and say, oh my gosh, that's what I only have a couple more weeks left. I know I do. Track your progress. Why do you do that? Once again, it gives you that sense of pride, that sense of momentum that you're doing some great things, and you can't beat that. It's an amazing thing that you do. Let's do this, folks. Let's take a really quick break. We'll be back in just a second, and we'll talk a little bit more about how to get motivated. Okay, on the Black Success Magazine. Sherman Ray. Be right back. Folks, this is Sherman Ray, and this is the Black Success Magazine podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. A lot of folks have been asking about how to get a hold of get downloads of of our podcast. You go to Spotify. Spotify has all of our archived podcasts, so you can check those out there. It's very cool. We're starting to put them on our website, which is always cool. And at blacksuccessmagazine.com. Sometimes, I think you can get a lot of them on our YouTube channel. So, a lot of people have been checking out our YouTube channel, which is so cool. And all you've got to do is look for us. We're on all the social media platforms. You're on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We're on Twitter. Put up stuff all the time. We're starting to put together some motivational quotes too, which I'm very excited about, because there's something about having a motivational some people, it's so cool to have motivation every day, each and every day. I think we all need it, and so don't hesitate on following us on our social media platforms, and you can actually check out all the cool stuff that we're doing. Today we're talking about how to get motivated. Okay, 8 tips that I know I've used in my life to get motivated, and so I really want to encourage you to keep at it, folks. Keep at trying to stay motivated, get motivated, and to share it. Share it with all your friends that you'll get motivated. This is that it will be infectious. Okay, with your whole office and everything else. So we went through the first 4. Let me go over them really quick. Put your goals on a calendar. Number 2, make working towards your goal a habit. Number 3, plan for imperfection. Number 4, set small goals to build momentum. And number 5, track your progress. Okay. Number 6, let's keep going, folks, because we want to get them all in. Reward yourself for the little wins as well as the big ones. Reward yourself. Ooh, I'll tell you, we live in a day and time where instant gratification is probably the regular order of business. But but for folks that are really success driven, and that real success is not instantaneous, you can feel like, hey, am I even doing anything? Because I don't see any fruit from my labor. That's what step number 6 is all about. You need to reward yourself. Okay, reward yourself for those little things, those little wins, as well as big ones. Okay, just give it. It could be something very small. Okay, like you take yourself out to dinner. Okay, or you give yourself a little star. Okay. Put a star on your forehead. Yeah, who knows where you're gonna do it. But reward yourself, folks. You don't have to put your nose to the grindstone or put your cheek to the wheel, or whatever you want, whatever crazy saying you want to say, and without and just work yourself to death and never see the fruit of your labors. Reward yourself. That, once again, we tend to work for things that give us positive results. Positively reinforce what you've done by rewarding yourself. Take yourself out to dinner. Buy yourself a cup of coffee. Okay? Buy yourself this is 7-Up. Buy yourself a cup of coffee or something like that. I know it looks. So for some of you who are watching us on YouTube, you can actually see the video, see the podcast. I like drinking in nice glasses. Okay, and I can now. So even water. I like drinking. I like treating myself well after a long day, because I've been working really hard today, and so I want to treat myself. So I have a little 7-Up in a good glass, and it makes me feel good. So number 6, reward yourself for the little wins as well as the big ones. Number 7, 2 more. Embrace positive peer pressure. Okay? Embrace positive peer pressure. I love this part. I love this, because it reminds me of the guys who are in the NFL. Many of you are watching football right now. Many of you are watching sports. But if you want peer pressure, you want to be on a pro team. Oh, yeah. If you want some major peer pressure, we're not talking about little kid stuff where you're 13-year-old kid, and somebody says, hey, I got better shoes than you do. We're talking about you're on an alpha male, alpha female, sports team where everybody's good. You just happen to be on a team with a bunch of good folks, okay? The NFL, let's use the NFL as an example. The NFL are a bunch of kids who were the best of the best of the best throughout their lives, and now they get picked to be on a professional team of other guys who are the best of the best of the best. Talk about your peer pressure. Talk about high testosterone, estrogen, whatever you want to call it. We're talking about the baddest bones there are on the planet who are playing in American sports, okay? Are you gonna get motivated to do something good? Oh, heck yes, you are. As a matter of fact, there's one professional quarterback who said that now he goes to bed at 7 o'clock. Why? Because he's got a bunch of guys that are going to try to kill him the next day. He better be on his job, is what he better be. This is, he embraced, that's what we're talking about, embracing positive peer pressure. When people want you to be good, man, you get into it. You go, yes, sir, I'm going to be good. I'm going to eat the best food. I'm going to drink the best water. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to get into a hyperbaric chamber. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to read the best books because I'm around a bunch of people who are just like me, who want the best things. Embrace that, guys. Don't run away from it. Well, you know, he reads good books. He thinks he's so cool. Oh, no, don't do that. You know why he reads good books? Because he wants to be the best. You know why he watches motivational videos and listens to tapes and goes to these great forums to listen to people who are talking about cool things? You know why he listens to certain TED Talks, that kind of stuff? Not every TED Talk, of course, but a lot of TED Talk stuff. It's because those people, he's embracing the peer pressure to be good. The NFL, I'll tell you, I get excited about the NFL for one reason, because you got a bunch of real alpha, type A alpha males on one team. I would love to be around that all the time, because guess what? Let me give you, and I'll go on to the last one, okay? If you were around a bunch of type A alpha people, male or female, what kind of person would you be? Okay, what kind of person would you be? I can guarantee you right now, you wouldn't be the kind of person you are, that you aspire to be. You would be that person, because you would have to. You wouldn't be in you wouldn't be in that environment if you weren't. Okay, and those guys expect you to perform, boy. They expect you to perform because you're a brother now. They know that you're the best of the best of the best, and you might be saving something in the tank. You might be saving something, okay? But more than likely, you're just going after it because you get. Oh, okay. I'm done. All right, number 8. We'll finish. There's so many other ones. There's so many ways to get motivated. Okay, but these are some really cool ones. Number 8. Let's go back over them first, and then we'll hit number 8. Number 1, put your goal on the calendar. Okay, put your goal on the calendar. Number 2, make working towards your goal a habit. Number 3, plan for imperfection. Number 4, set small goals to build momentum. Number 5, because some people probably didn't get this, track your progress. Okay, know where you're going. Make check marks. Number 6, reward yourself for the little wins as well as the big ones. Number 7, embrace positive peer pressure. Okay? Positive peer pressure. Love it. And number 8, practice gratitude, including for yourself. Practice gratitude, guys. We are so lucky, folks. I know there's so in modern day society, especially here in America, people are they're whiners. I got to tell you, they're just whiners. Oh, this was bad, and that was bad, and this was bad, and that was bad. Okay, all right. Guess what? Get over it, folks. Everybody's got a problem. There's no nationality, there's no culture, there's no sex that has not had a problem. Okay, we all have got it. But guess what? If you live in America, you hit the jackpot of life. You hit the lottery of life, folks, and you need to be thankful for it. If you can get up every morning, and I'm around people about like this all the time who talk, they say, oh, I live in a ghetto, and I go, oh, okay. Let's say you're a 13-year-old kid in America right now, any school in America, walking around with probably $100 to $700 cell phone in their pockets. They're probably wearing Jordans, a couple $100 for that. Probably have braces on their teeth. They're probably they get their hair cut every day, every week, or whatever. Especially the girls, they probably got braids all down their hair and couple $100. Okay, guess what? And none of them are grateful for what they've got. If you want to be motivated, be grateful. Practice gratitude. including for yourself. Okay? Be thankful for where you're at. Be thankful that you have an opportunity to do the things that you have to do in life. Okay? Because a lot of people don't have it. Once again, if you live in America, it doesn't matter where you are at in America, okay? Because if you live in America, you have the opportunity to do whatever you want to do. There's nothing stopping anybody in America to do whatever you want to do. You got to have the drive. You got to have that motivation to go look for it. But there's nothing stopping anybody in America. It's not back like it was, 50 years ago, or 30 years ago, or 40 years ago, okay? When there were clear barriers in America. America is a wide open smorgasbord, and everybody wants to get here for one reason, because they already see it. You need to do the same thing, folks. You need to begin to practice gratitude and say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord, okay, for putting me here on this earth, for putting me here in America and giving me the opportunity and the brains to do whatever I want to do. And thank you, God, for allowing me to listen to Black Success Magazine, where this crazy guy is trying to get me, hooked on being happy. Okay? Because you should be. There's no way you shouldn't be. You should be excited about life. Okay? Anyways, once again, guys, I want to thank you for giving me your time and giving me your attention for like the last half an hour here. I really want to encourage you, if you like this podcast, share it with a friend. Share it with a friend, folks. Tell them, hey, listen to Black Success Magazine podcast, send them over to our website, blacksuccessmagazine.com. It's blacksuccessmagazine.com. I think we're going to probably start putting the magazine out again next year. Matter of fact, I got contacted. Can I say this? I can say this, right? Yeah, I can do it. Okay. I got contacted by a very, very famous person. If I told you who it was, you would know instantly who this person is. And I'm thinking, well, why are they contacting me? Because it was just out of the blue. And I think it was because of what they must have heard about Black Success Magazine and what we're doing here and what our platform is doing. See, folks, here's the deal. When I first started Black Success Magazine, I was looking for, because many of you probably heard of Success Magazine, and it's a wonderful magazine. I love Darren Hardy, and he's done a great job. But I really wanted something that was more, more Afrocentric, more, melanin rich, okay? And I looked for something that said Black Success. And you know what 2 words at the time were not anywhere, it was not in the lexicon of Google. The 2 words, Black and Success, were not together. They were nowhere to be found. And I went, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. And I launched Black Success Magazine. And within probably 4 or 5 years, all of a sudden, now it became Black Success. It's all over the place, Black Success, okay? But when I first heard about it, when I first created this magazine, and there's nothing else like it right now, folks. Nothing else like it existed. Okay, nothing like it existed. And so I'm very excited about that. Okay. Anyways, go to our website, blacksuccessmagazine.com. Check it out. Check out our podcast. Check out our website. Go to our YouTube channel. Love for you to, right here, just subscribe to our YouTube channel. And share this, folks. Share this with everybody. Okay. I'm Sherman Ray, founder of Black Success Magazine. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the show. We'll see you again. We'll talk about all the cool things that are going on in the world. This has been Sherman Ray. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.